Hello, good evening, welcome. Let's get back into some power washing. According to this little filled-in thingy here, we're about 3/4 of the way through career mode. Let's clean the Ferris wheel. The rave generator once you're done? Oh boy. This seems like a real bad idea going on here. In a town full of bad ideas, this is one of the worst ones. Right behind the toilet club. Had a nasty cold going on here. So we'll see how long we go tonight. Depending on how I'm feeling. Rave generator's playing up. Yep. Self-care and rest, and also because one of the things I've been having going on is a sore throat, so... Lots of talking, probably not the best. Some barricades here. Alright, I'll go the proper way. Transmaster, huh? Get what we can reach from here. Does that say the clowns? Probably. I wasn't paying attention. It wouldn't surprise me. Hooray, we've cleaned a thing. Good work, everybody. Back up. Let's go home. Two things. Well, that's just bonus overtime now, isn't it? Going above and beyond. Now it's really time to go home. Yep. Alright, I wasn't expecting to be able to hop up here, but sure. I'll take it. Looks super safe. Oh, come on. What have we ever done in this game that wasn't super safe? Name one thing. See? Can't even think of one. balance right there? Yep, just like in real life. I am, whoops, the most graceful and balanced. Okay, that was actually appropriate to just in real life, so, you know. Well played comic timing. You win this round, comedic timing. There we go. Thought we had one of those posts left. Kinda scooty my way around a little bit here. So grimy. Nice thing about doing the fence exterior first is we're getting a bunch of the random inside bits, which is nice. Just incidentally. So ideally that'll go a bit faster when we get to that. Yee. An absolute perler of a track from Asterisk Winks I can't wait to hear you from. Or wait, to hit you with. Apparently your 3-month anniversary lasts forever. Happy 3-month anniversary. Twitch be like that sometimes. I appreciate the support, thank you much. Also, hello. We're cleaning the Ferris wheel. As you have probably figured out. I'll send you good vibes for leg day. Good luck. Be careful, be safe. Excuse me. I feel like we're doing pretty good on this fence. Not just the outside, obviously. It's a band I know I've heard but couldn't tell you anything they've done off the top of my head. I'd probably recognize it if I heard it. the inside over here, so I'm not surprised we're actually finishing these ones. I'll get some of this anyway. Hooray, we've gotten kind of what we can reach on this one here. Back to this one. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Hey, there's the carousel and the Helter Skelter that we've previously done. Yo, how's it going? What up, friend? Ah, thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, I always forget about time. It's totally cool. Time is fake. It's true. Also, you would probably enjoy this game if you haven't played it before. So tired? Me too, I've been sick. So my body has been more of the, you need to sleep forever more than usual. So, you know, that's fun. We are always the most wholesome around here. Forgot that Mars Volta exists. That was one that I could tell you the name, and I probably recognized the song. I couldn't tell you anything beyond that off the top of my head. Oh, also, if you want a mega road trip next September, there's still King Giz tickets available in Milwaukee. We could split a hotel room. Stop that, Mega. Well, it's more of a trip than it used to be for you, and more of a trip for you than it is for me. So there. Cincinnati? Nah. Hey, I'm being very brave and doing a, at this moment, solo Milwaukee concert trip. Tickets aren't that bad. We wouldn't be sitting together because I'm in mezzanine, but we could still ride down, hang out, meet up after. Tickets were less than 100 after fees, so I'm trying to see them as much as I can while that is still the case. Tickets went on sale real quick after announcement, so I didn't really have time to poll people and see if anyone wanted to go to get a decent mezzanine ticket. So I just ordered it. I never got the email with the free sale code, so I had to do it at a general sale. But I did get a decent ticket, and I'm happy. It's one of the PAPS theater group theaters, so it's gonna be one of the like wooden theaters, kind of like it's the theater group we saw Ghost at in Milwaukee. When did they drop? I don't remember. But I checked out of curiosity and they're still available. Not general admission because that's pit seats, but there's still mezzanine and balcony that aren't terrible, especially for a single seat. You could just see them in Minneapolis, it's true. That might be a better option. I forgot they were also going to Minneapolis. Definitely recommend seeing them live, though. They are fantastic live. Mars Volta, the ultimate uplifting music? I don't know. Ska as a genre exists. Depends what era of Korn. They had, like, 3 good albums, in my opinion. I didn't care for Issues or anything past there. remember if there was a self-titled or if Life is Peachy was their first album. Tool is one that I liked a lot more like high school, middle school, high school, and as I've gotten older I've sort of realized I don't care for them all that much anymore. I don't know. It's one of those things. If you need uplifting music, I mean, Less Than Jake's always fun. They mean weightlifting? Well, I interpret things how I see fit. I read it as uplifting, and that's where I went with it. Weightlifting to ska and Less Than Jake is probably a bad idea, because probably want to match tempo, and that's probably not great. I got one section left of center mezzanine in, like, the third row. Hurt yourself. Yeah, exactly. Listen to ska for uplifting, not for weightlifting, then. Is that the, sage advice for today we've landed on? Today's moral? I had a solo seat like 10 rows behind, then text during the show. How's the view? I'm very likely to ignore any and all texts during a show. Well, that's not too bad for a section. Say, in Minneapolis there were a bunch of empty seats and mezzanine around me, but then again, Minneapolis that I went to was the one that had been delayed for like 3 years. So there were probably a lot of people that didn't actually make it that had tickets. That was the one I gave away a ticket at the door to the ticket checker and told him to find someone to give it to. Hopefully it got used. That was also the show where I had to get security's attention to get a rescue on a guy that was being not responsive. Drugs and or alcohol. Alcohol for sure. But his friends were in the pit because I was talking to him before the show, and it was just him up in the seats, and he kind of fell onto the person next to him and wasn't responding, so we grabbed security. They responded pretty quick. It sounds like he was okay. So that's good, at least. My concert death count remains at 1. Hopefully it stays at 1. Yeah. I forgot you were at that was the show you were at. And that seat was surprised it said OMG. Nice. I forgot you were there. Yeah, it was you, me, and Jay. Because I almost fought a dude. Partly because Jay was standing between us, and Jay is very tall. But also because I was mad. Because he was being mega disrespectful. I do not like fighting. I probably wasn't going to actually fight him, but I was ready to tell him off something fierce. Washing them as they go by here. The booking site gives you the view your ticket will have? Oh, that's cool. I don't think I saw that option. I think I also bought them on mobile, though. Or bought it on mobile, so... Because I bought it while in bed. Oh, they might not have that option then. Oh, Minneapolis isn't seated. That sucks. Even if gen admission had been available when I got my ticket, I would still get a seated one at this point in my life. Even without having a chronic illness. It's just nice, and I'm not going to mosh anyway. Never did. If you're in a place with at least half-decent acoustics, it's gonna sound nice anyway, pretty much no matter where you are. Claustrophobic? Yeah, that'll do it too. Not so you don't have too many people around you right up in your business. Makes sense. Also, Giz pits are rough, from what I've heard. Especially after their first metal album. From what I've heard, pits in general, post-pandemic, have been real bad for a lot of shows. Yeah, like metal shows have been having these issues too. It's, partly a new generation of concert goers that weren't taught as they were growing. It shows. You know what I mean? It sucks. I'll get sick, share a hotel room, Corgan will carry it. Yeah, that's fair. If you go, I will absolutely split a hotel room with you, because I probably shouldn't drive back that night anyway, even though I would probably be fine with it. Let me know if you get a ticket for sure, and I'll get a hotel room set up. And we can figure out if you want to drive there, or if you want to come to Green Bay and we'll travel from here, or whatevs. I just did a digital ticket. The app is actually pretty decent for their stuff. And apparently it has a way you can transfer if you, want the stub? Yeah. That's fair. I've been to a few shows that didn't have an option for a physical ticket. Or there was one that they didn't mail properly, and so it was a will call sort of thing. They just reissued it that way. And so that made me kind of get away from having ticket stubs, which is a little sad. But I lose them half the time anyway, so, you know. Let's hop on the next one. You know, get more of their albums on vinyl? Oh, good luck. That's a dangerous, dangerous route. Although I did pick up a vinyl this weekend. So we went to Door County. We stopped at the vintage and vinyl place we usually do. And Scott actually saw it and brought it up and said, and just handed it to me and went, "Here!" It was the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. I went, "Yes, I will be buying this." And he's like, "Yes, that's why I handed it to you." Yeah, apparently it got reissued as a 2-disc set. So it's not like complete soundtrack, but whatever, it's still rad. I love Yoko Kanno and the seatbelts. Yeah, it is new. Like I said, I think they did it's a newer issuing. Adam said it had been back-ordered, and he was shocked and pleased that it actually came in on their order. No, it's not a vintage one, but that's okay. It's still awesome. If you're ever in Door County, hit up Rusty Dusty Vintage and Vinyl. They're fantastic. Good people with good taste. I still have my friendship clip-on tie. Yes, we went together. We got friendship clip-on ties. And you got the suspenders with the tape measure on them. The tape measure suspenders. Pierogi guy is still there. Unfortunately, the noodle place is not. Lost Tuk Tuk. They had too much going on. They were, like, street noodles. They were so good. I found that pierogi sticker in my wallet a while ago when I was cleaning out my wallet. Sit down exercises for the rest of the night. Take it easy if you gotta. Just safe. Know your limit and stretch within it? I don't know. I tried. Pierogi are tasty. They're white people dumplings, full of potato. into a theater hyper-focused, ton of indie or independently owned theaters. Oh, fun. Lord of the Rings extended marathon set? Oh boy. Good luck. Stay hydrated. Text me that you're alive after. I don't know if I've watched any of the extended editions. I've definitely watched them, each of them once at one point. At least the regular edition might have been extended. I'm not sure. It's been a while. They are already so long. That is true. Man, this was gonna suck to find whatever I miss, huh? The fun might stop it. I haven't even tried yet. I've been content to just hop around and clean what I can reach. We've been watching, because they're on YouTube, we've been watching Taskmaster. That show is a hoot. Highly recommend. British comedians doing silly challenges. It's very good. Cahoots? Did I say cahoots? No, Taskmaster. I am also so tired. It's fine. But I do think you would enjoy Taskmaster. We've been watching all of it. We're actually on the current season now. We're not caught up to it yet, but do not know where Coots came from. Eh, that's fine. It happens. Clean and all stuff and junk. You did buy the ticket? Sweet. Probably too early to book hotel. I'll ask Scott. He used to work in booking years and years and years ago. I'll ask him what the best window is for that. Not like we need anything super fancy. Just like want clean and quiet. Oh, we do the fanciest? Alright, you're paying for hotel then. $7 stars? That's not even a thing. You'll need a pool in your room. Even if you could cover fancy hotel, that's no reason for us to get a fancy hotel. We do not need a fancy hotel for an overnight from a concert. If you were making bank, you should be saving bank. You're a high-class individual. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, you're right. Too bougie for you. Glad you still choose to slum around and hang out with me. As a super classy lady myself. Oh yeah, you do have my PJs. Yeah, good call. I think about those about once every 3 months. Usually when you say something. I like those PJs. I appreciate it. They're very comfy. Still can't believe I totally forgot them, even after doing a walkthrough to make sure I grabbed everything. I mean, this is just something I do now. Yeah, at least we don't need to get the postal service involved. Like doing a second walkthrough. Oh, I was talking about the key fiasco from my wedding. Shipping anything is expensive. Although with PJs, they could compact pretty tight into a flat rate. But that seems unnecessary. Time of night, strangers stole your house key and they left me their garage key? Yes. And the smallest flat rate of spending now? I believe it. Everything is expensive right now. All the things in the world. If you come here first, you could see our house. That we own. Well, the bank has a lien on it for the mortgage, but that's beside the point. Wisconsin Death Trip? Alright, I mean, I wasn't real keen on seeing the new lineup of Static X, but if you insist. Also, that's a good album. I like that album. Static X was a strong band. Yeah, I believe the album is named after the book. Wisconsin Death Trip, about all the various serial killers in Wisconsin. Especially in the North Woods. Check your local library, they might have it, or be able to get it. Oh, the Static X album is great. That was their first album. Was Wisconsin Death Trip. And they have a song called Wisconsin Death Trip. I do not believe they are from Wisconsin. It's got a chorus of "Get up on this Wisconsin Death Trip," which is just fun. In a morbid, hey, that's where I live sort of way. Spotify chooses a city that your tastes line up with? Alright. On TikTok we're high-key salty about being assigned to Madison? Hey, Madison has a good music scene. Also, it's kind of funny, everyone doing their, Spotify Wrapped and whatnot, and I'm just like, I don't really use Spotify, but just assume it's a whole lot of Giz with some Ghost in there and call it good. You're probably pretty accurate. My most listened and Giz adjacent bands. I'm sure I've jammed lots of Murlocs. I use Bandcamp and listen to things on CD for the most part. Some vinyl here and there. Use it for a couple playlists. Oh yeah, well, you listen to the Halloween one too. Yes. I am aware that was at your work. Just Spotify and it works sometimes. Lemonade? I recognize that name. Is that one you played for me? Okay, years late. That'll happen. Oh, Beyonce. Okay, gotcha. I understand. I know who that is. Probably heard songs off of it. I'm sure there's a band with the name Lemonade in it that I'm thinking of. I'm also beyond sure there are several. Gil Cicero, I never, is that the, like, ultimate mashup guy? Mouse sounds. 'Cause that's something I can appreciate, but never got into. I appreciate the work involved and the artistry, but it is not my jam. Probably should figure out when that is so you can plan for getting to North Dakota for your friend's wedding. That seems like a wise idea. It'll be a closer drive now. Still so far, I believe it. Or you could buck the Midwest trend and fly. Round 8 without stops. Yeah, it's a bit of a hike. Oh, there's a train? You should take the train. That sounds nice. And I wish we had a train. We hadn't had some stupid governance that shut it down like a decade ago. That would have been nice. Stops close to your parents' house? That's convenient. Now, I'm not salty about the high-speed rail getting shut down. Or shot down. Why would you say that? Don't worry about it. Whoops. Goodbye. Station doesn't open anymore, though? Oh, gotcha. Excuse me. Let's get the extra long extension here. It is a cracking view of the volcano from the top of the wheel, you are correct. Still worried that people in this town aren't more concerned about the volcano, but here we are. Hey! There's one singular person in this town expressing any level of concern about the volcano. Amazing. Train into the city to see the zoo. Whatever. Remember when we had a school band trip to New Orleans, we took the Amtrak? Oh, there is a volcano. That's why everything in this town is so filthy. Also, the mayor is awful. Making good progress on this thing. Around midnight, got there at 8 a.m. Wow. We didn't do sleeper car on the van trip, and it sucked sleeping on the train. I think I was one of a couple people who ended up sleeping on the deck, on the floor of the observation car. I'm doing alright. Sick with the cold. Fine otherwise. Mostly just tired. I don't know you. That's my purse. Etc. Daylark's a very long-standing internet friend who I first met IRL when they came to my wedding and drove a number of hours to do so. Nope. For Sonic. I hope I'm saying that right, I've never asked. Someone who found my stuff on YouTube and also streams. Can both be the best and the worst. Yeah! You told me about the pun competition. That sounds amazing. I am not that skilled at puns. Subnautica was fun. Low Zero was also fun, even if it wasn't as good as the first one. Clean off this generator. You'd like Subnautica. That's the underwater, deep-sea, divey, base building, don't get eaten by large fish game. I'm sorry, not every video game has dating options. You can pretend to date the big fish. Maybe then you'd enjoy it more. That reminds me, I have a copy of Monster Prom 2 from, I think, Epic Store giveaway or something that I should probably play one of these days. It was fun playing the first one. Yep. Oh. We can make this work. Ah. I remember when he streamed for like 2 weeks. Then you streamed again randomly. It was fun. I hung out with ya. You'd probably have to do the same thing I did and make a schedule and stick by it. That's why you guessed on other streams. Yeah, like mine. We need to play more the Don't Starve. And Played Up maybe, and see if they've fixed that. Do schedules or commitment? I mean, big mood. I can sometimes. As we've learned. There Is No Game is a very fun game. I've played that one. It's very silly. Oh, yeah, same. Getting stuck and then it being obvious after looking up the answer. Yep. As opposed to the good old days when you would get stuck on a video game and then never know what happens after that point, ever. Because you couldn't look it up on the internet. Couldn't you, Legend of Kyrandia? After I got the internet, I did look up the bit I got stuck on, and there was a bit after that that I would have really gotten stuck on otherwise, so, you know. Can't relate, but I support you. Wow. Wow. So rude. Look, not all of us were geniuses at the, kids, or games we played as kids. The Pokemon walkthroughs book. Okay, I originally played Pokemon on an emulator, because I didn't have a Game Boy. Oh, we just had internet. Ah, I'm old, that's the joke. Got it. Fair enough. I'm good at some games sometimes. Mainly I'm just stubborn. Hey, we're up to 97%. Get 100% this farm sim. Been there, done that. I'm annoyed that I haven't and probably will never 100% Stardew because of the stupid arcade game shooter thing that I'm absolute rubbish at. The twin stick shooter. I've done like literally everything else you can do in that game. Except that. Stardew is a dangerous time sink. Finally set up your desktop. Nice. Can't remember if you have a Switch, but there was a game on the Switch Nintendo downloady thing that I picked up. No, not Bugsnax, though that looks really cute. That's been on my radar for a while. It's called 8-Bit Orchard. It's real simple and very cozy. And I think it runs a couple bucks, and it feels worth that couple bucks. I think I was gonna stream it, but it's pretty slow-paced. Maybe I will anyway sometime just to show it off, but it was cute. I enjoyed it. Backlog? What's that like? I super don't have the world's largest backlog. And then end up just replaying games I've played before anyway. Nope. Not me. That would be silly. Disco Elysium was cool. Scott played that one and liked it a lot. You with library games? Yup. Oh, almost all of the Shin Megami Tensei games ended up on the attempt to sell pile by virtue of I'm never gonna get around to actually playing them. I'd say I don't really play things that are stressful either, but then I have a weird definition of what is and isn't stressful for video games, it feels like, so... Like, I can chill the Darkest Dungeon any day of the week. Which is apparently unusual. There wouldn't be anything on top because it rotates. Haha! Wait. Cult of the Lamb was fun. That one I did streaming with the, Twitch support, which was a fun time. I've been meaning to potentially, hit that one up again. Probably start a new cult. Because there's new, content. Stray was very cute. I don't remember if I played it with a controller or not. I think it's recommended to play it with controller. If so, then I probably did. So I think you should do Cult of Lamb and then the Don't Starve. Oh yeah, is that crossover still going on in Don't Starve Together? I forgot about that. I knew there was another reason that Cult of Lamb was on my mind for streaming potentially. Apparently now the followers, you can like assign the followers to make food and stuff so they won't just starve in your absence, which is amazing. You're able to do that? Nice. Make your cult a death cult. I'm unsurprised by that. Gonna be real with ya. Sexy death cult. Yeah, that tracks. what you're saying is your cult was basically a ghost ritual. Just a big concert. Okay, we're at 99%, and now I'm starting to need the bonus for marrying. Yeah. Well, let's see what we have left. Besides the supports. Yeah, it's a lot of the center stuff, huh? That makes sense. Because it's a pain. Yes, I've seen pictures of your cat. Your cat is awesome looking. Or it looks amazing. She looks like such a sweetheart. She's the best cat objectively. It's true. But you have met Solaire though, right? Because he's also the best cat. There's probably more best. Abby is also the best cat. She is a good noodle. She's very attached to you. Aww, baby. People visit. You're not parent. She bullied Fuchsia? Oh. Poor Fuchsia. Excuse me, you were taking my spot in the bed. Yeah, I've known cats to do that. I see grime. Aha! Aha! Okay, now let's make some of the stuff flash. Have any food? Don't want to get grocery? Well, that does limit your options. Have grocery delivered. Never had good luck with Instacart. That sucks. And I guess you'll just have to perish then. Sorry you had to find out this way. It was nice knowing you, friend. Hope you got the protection insurance on that ticket you just bought. Have 11 meal bars, so you'll probably survive. Hooray! It's a miracle. Good question. No more questions. Why won't you go ding? Oh, because there's a whole bunch of grime right there. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Now it went ding. Yeah, I don't pick up the protection. Especially since they're transferable anyway, so I can usually find someone to take a ticket if need be. They're not like thousands of dollars a ticket or anything, so... Yep, same. Especially with getting tickets like a year out. Kind of surprised there were still seats left, actually. It's only like a 4,000 seat venue. Come on. Come on. Oh. It's gonna be the easiest way to get the ones I'm missing, huh? Are either of you blinking? Nope. 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 I gotta wait for him to come around. Nope. Nope. Listen to the gentle sounds of the Ferris wheel going by. No, they were all in those carts that were just right by us that I didn't get. Good work, me. There's one. Alright. Let's do it from in here, so we can both keep track of where we've gotten, and also be able to more methodically try to get it cleaned. Also, I've got these to get. I've got that one already. Ha! Too sleepy for grocery. Yeah, list is a good idea. I concur. Alright, let's chop off here, get on the next one that needs cleaning. We have one pod frame left. It's not this one, so I suppose I can be shooting these while I'm waiting. Go without a list. Just buy chips and eat chip. Yeah, that's not the healthiest of fallbacks. I say as someone who has absolutely done that. I had cheese and crackers for lunch. It was cheese dip spread stuff. Very, very tasty. The 100% aspect. Yeah, what's nice though is that you can select what you're missing and it'll highlight. And you don't have to do 100% to move on. I just choose to. Yeah, that's why these were blinking that needed to be cleaned, because I selected that option. Of course you do. I mean, you've met me, right? Of course I do. Oh, I didn't think of this sooner. Probably because it's wildly unsafe, but, you know, that's fine. Those most things we do. Oh god, it's still moving while I'm doing this. Ah! Let me up, let me up, let me up. Uh-oh. Ah, got it anyway. That's not one we need. Wah, goodbye. Right, 2 more. Let's wait for the ones we need to come around. How about that one? Ah. Nope. How about that one? Yeah, that one. Okay, one more. Nope. It's gotta be the next one. There aren't that many left. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I never hit the button to see what it did. Oh well. Dun 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 dun. Clean the subway platform. Oh, it's actually going to, be a subway station and not some real dumb idea for a nightclub. Probably would have made it stop spinning. Yeah, that's my thought too. Perhaps you would like some interesting statistics on our railroad systems whilst you work? Yeah, sure. I'm sure they're not at all bogus and made up. Also in this game you can buy, like, cleaning liquids that make it go faster, but, that costs money and I could be, at this point, hoarding that money because I don't spend it. Now that I've upgraded all of my power washers. Yeah, it makes stuff go way faster. I like doing it this way. Can't stand this one. Yeah, this gate itself just seems like a pain. If there's more of these gates, that doesn't seem great. Got one of them already. I suppose all the graffiti is a pain to remove, too. There we go. Especially without soap. Extension going here. Much better. To be fair, I also used to entertain myself as a kid by opening MS Paint and opening some of the stock pictures and just messing with the pixels and colors and blood filling and turning it into a strange sort of game for myself. This actually being gamified is a big step up from that. From Windows 3.11 MS Paint. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Long time no see. How's it going? What you been up to? We're power washing a subway. Well, the subway station. The subway itself wouldn't be that weird considering we did a jet earlier. Well, had an exam. Glad to be done. Very busy with school as well. Well, best of luck. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. It's nice one must ooh-woo. The ooh-woo we need or the ooh-woo we deserve. That's not what your ooh-woo can do-woo for ooh-woo. Boo. Boo-woo. Are you not feeling extra? I was just thinking that would have been a good motto for the, species that we caused rules to get changed for that we made on that site. We're menaces. Turns out. Sometimes when there's rules and places and games and communities that you think, that's awfully specific, there must be a reason for that. Yeah. Sometimes the reason is me. My gender is menace. There's a reason why when I had to, come up with a group name on the Discord, I came up with Hulyens. Ah, Menache, yes. There's this feed me, but it dips into gremlins sometimes. Yep. Fair, fair. Yeah, I'll come back through with the, ladder. You have one comparison. You've seen the Ferris wheel. This does remind me of the washroom nightclub level. You saw almost the entirety of Ferris wheel. I had just started that one when I started streaming, and you popped in not too long I'm at 5%. Holy crap, is that good or bad? I have no context for that comment. I just started this level. We finished the Ferris wheel and I went on to this one. You were here. I was talking about the gate. That was at 0%. That's what happens when you don't buy soap and you can get a really nice power washer and all the extensions as soon as it's physically possible. Yes, but I'm slow. Well, I'm not particularly efficient, so, you know, that evens out, right? Something something tortoise in the hair. Doop-a-doop-doo. Still amazes me that these lights can be entirely covered with grime. That whole game was a blast. I did enjoy There Is No Game Wrong to mention. Hehehe. Actually, I did stream that one. Played that one a year and a half ago, question mark? I think so. It's on YouTube. Most of my stuff's on YouTube. It was set date night. That makes sense. It's very rare I change up the schedule, so you know when and where to find me fairly regularly. Yeah. There's always YouTube. Makes good background noise. I don't remember things, but sure. I've got a Discord that posts alerts when I go live, if that helps. I even somehow, or somewhat know how to use it a little. By that I mean mainly KDM does things, and I occasionally pretend I know how to do things and post pictures of my cat in it. Oh yeah, I block most things on Discord as well, but I'll still, like, check in on it a couple times a day, if I remember. Very few things get to have notifications on my phone or computer. I don't like being interrupted. And the better power washers are great when you remember that you have them. So I had bought the one that was a step before this one, and apparently never ever equipped it, and didn't notice until I bought this one. So, it was a heck of an upgrade. I accidentally skipped ahead too. Look, I'm not the most observant sometimes. It's fine. Switch off of the extender. Doop 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 doo. Much faster now. Get this gate. At least there's only the 2 sets of gates because they're a pain. Hooray! Gates are done. This graffiti's melting decently quickly, at least. Having the highest level of pressure washer is probably contributing significantly to that. Considering I'm only on the yellow nozzle. Know what the yellow schmutz is on the ceiling. It's like mold. Rust? Might be. There was a clock under there. Who'd have thought? Cleared a lot of rust from your desktop. Dust. That's less concerning. I was a bit concerned about there being rust in your desktop. There's rust in your desktop computer, there's something going on with your office or your machine. Or your cleaning habits. Desktop is held together by wishes at this point. Yeah, that'll happen. This one's still going strong. Those cables cause boot loops when they get jostled. Plug them back in securely. Or replace them. Do you need cables? I can send you cables. Good lord, what kind of cables would you like? Oh, humidifier in the same room as the computer should not cause an issue. Unless you're going nuts with the humidifier. Getting it up to, like, higher than you can get with a commercial humidifier easily. Seriously, if you need PC cables, you let me know what kind you need and I will send them your way, because I have more than enough of literally all of them. Even after pruning some for e-recycling. Well, send me a picture and I'll identify them and send them to you. USB bus for front of case? Might be SATA? Depending on... USB is more slim than the plug you have? Oh god, or the spot? Gotcha. Just putty that sucker in place. Easy fix. Tape and or putty. Problem solved. Rather than just pray nobody sneezes nearby. You could even just, like, get a two-part epoxy putty, like green stuff. Like people use for, you might even have some, or one of your partners might, for, altering, minis and modeling. Because chances are high that if, you ever replace that computer, you're not going to rebuild it in that case anyway, so it's not going to be a huge deal if for some reason you can't get the USB is stuck there forever. So if you're going to replace your USB hub sort of thing, you'd probably just get an external hub and connect it to one of the back USB connectors anyway, so yeah. Just two-part epoxy that sucker in place and call it a day. exactly. That's my thought anyway. So in that case, just do a permanent solution that's jankier but will be just fine. Oh, do you want a USB hub? I have a powered one that I was going to use and never actually did. And then this computer has powered front hubs anyway, so I ended up not needing it. I may take several reminders to get it to you, but you can absolutely have it. I have to find it. I know I came across it while I was going through boxes. No, it's a more recent one, and it is a powered hub too, so... Yeah, it's yours. I think I bought it before I got this computer. So USB ports can be either powered or unpowered. So either they can, if a device draws power, so power or unpowered USB ports will just transmit data, whereas powered ones will power the device as well. So some things like your tablet are probably off a powered hub. Microphones and webcams are usually off of powered hubs. Things like mouse and keyboard can be off an unpowered one usually. So it's a hub that will have a power supply to plug in, but it will provide powered USB ports. Are powered, but most of them are maybe 2.1. These should be 3.0 ports. I think 3.0 or 3 was standard when I bought it. Yeah, the monitor I would imagine is powered ports. Usually on a desktop computer, your back ports will be powered. The front ports are about a 50-50. Depending on how the board is set up and the case is laid out. I had no idea and still don't. You know who to ask though if you do, if it comes up. I'm good for that sort of useless knowledge, you know? Well, tangentially useful knowledge, I should say. You have a surge protector you have all your computer stuff on, yes? Pretty sure I asked you that when I built the machine to make sure, because otherwise I would have tossed one of those at you too. I love when friends can help me empty out stuff in my house I'm not using. Surge protector. Yeah, surge protectors are great. Hoping this thing has a surge protector built in. I am sending you with a surge protector, and you are going to plug all of the computer stuff into that. It's definitely a power strip. Okay, it might also be a surge protector then. Thought you meant the computer as this thing, and gave me a bit of a nervous. It'll usually say on it. Most power strips these days are also surge protectors. Power strip and surge protector would both have a switch. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We did please need a strip for all the outlets. Or for all the cords. Power strip will give you more outlets. A surge protector will basically, it's like a fuse. It'll work like a fuse box or a fuse that if there's a power surge that would potentially fry whatever's on it, the strip will, the fuse will split and it will sacrifice itself instead of, the, whatever you have plugged into it frying. So I try to keep electronics on them. My computer's on one, Scott's computer's on one, stereo's on one, TV's on one. Energy saver packs for free. Oh right, there's the energy. I had a friend link me the state energy saver site stuff for like light bulbs and stuff, and I totally forgot to look into that. That is a thing I should look into. Because I have a lot of light bulbs in the house. I want to switch over to the LED ones anyway. One free pack a year. Nice. If you could please send me a link so I have it from another place that I might remember to look at and do the thing, I would appreciate it. Awesome, I appreciate you. You're the greatest. Anyone else have any electronics or computing questions while I'm rambling about all of the things? Also, the reason the stereo got set up so quickly is because the internet tech was in and needed an outlet, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna put that into surge protector. Oh, hang on, the one that we're gonna put here will be the stereo. So I got out the one for the stereo and went, well, while I'm right here, I may as well just hook up the stereo while you're doing that. On that. Where did you get this? Define this. Oh, energy things? Oh, talking to KDM. There's a Wisconsin Energy Initiative website that you can sometimes request different things that are more energy efficient. Minnesota probably has one too. In fact, Minnesota probably has a way more robust one, if I had to guess. Given that one of these states are currently not a dumpster fire, and it's not this one. The DMV is way worse somehow. How? Well, actually, this Wisconsin's DMV is not too bad. A lot of it's online now. And even in person, it's actually not terrible, which is impressive. Yep. Yep. I'm not modernized. Didn't find anything online for you needed to do after moving. That sucks. I was able to do the post office and DMV change of address stuff from my phone in like 15 minutes. And then it asked me if I wanted to follow a link to update my voter registration as well. I'm shocked that Wisconsin has a more modern anything. Let's see. Here's Muckham. This is where we are. There's Pumpkin, Detergento, Power Falls, Ephemeral, our home, Caldera City, Basaltimore, Washingham, Scoria, Bucketon, Spongely, Lubricity, Suds East. Ooh, Sparkletown. Moppingham, Sprayers, and Blemishigan. Nice. Hydrate. Stretch. I know, right? I want to go to Sparkleton. Hey, buddy. Couldn't tell if the noise was coming from the cat or in-game. It is the cat. Hi. Yeah? You haven't been abandoned and neglected. You were sleeping. I've been home all day. Yeah. I'm inspirational. I doubt that very much. A bad influence. You just looked at the power strip for the desktop, not a surge protected strip? Ooh, yeah, you should fix that. Check your local state website, see if they have an energy efficiency program that will let you request free stuff to help with energy efficiency around your house. Sometimes you can get, like, power strips and light bulbs and stuff. Parents' monitor got zapped once. Yep. I had a friend work on a monitor once, a CRT monitor. I'm astonished he lived to tell the tale. There's a reason people don't work on those. I took it out to the field and shot it. Hey, I've shot at printers. It was very satisfying. My friend had a garage full of some dead electronics and printers, and he had a .22 rifle. We went out to the public hunting grounds outside of town when I was visiting him, and we shot at the printers. It was fun. I actually just finally threw away the heavy air quote trophy, which was a cover off of one of the Canon printers, I want to say. This was pre-Office Space, I'm pretty sure. Meow, meow. This was quite a number of years ago. Definitely, the strip says surge and the light is on. Excellent. Good, good. You are good to go. I don't know, I'd have to look that up. Probably saying it'll take less of a fluctuation to trip it as opposed to a higher spike. I don't know what effective difference it would make. Usually around here it's just power shut off from line issues. The other option would probably be a lightning strike, and that would be a pretty high spike anyway, so might be a difference of if you're living somewhere with more unstable power, perhaps. But considering where you're at, you should be fine. Oh, just conjecture. Hey, we're over a quarter way done on the subway station here. Not too bad. I have a frame of reference. My first time doing all these levels. Took days to get through this one. As I said, as a result of not buying any soap whatsoever, I managed to upgrade my power washer to the best one a level or two ago, so that probably has a lot to do with the ease of cleaning this. And I don't know. This is also the top of the line one. I've got all the extensions, so I could do the ceiling more easily and stuff. Specifically an Alliant energy thing for the free stuff. That makes sense, actually. Okay. That's good to know. So that might just be a local thing. Local meaning this state. I know eventually it'll be nice for some of the, sometimes they'll run, tax credits for energy efficient windows and stuff. That at some point I'm sure we'll be able to take advantage of. Been to Minneapolis and that's it. I had a friend who lives there. Well, not several friends, but or in that area anyway. The greater Minneapolis area. Ah, gotcha. Greater Minneapolis is a big area. Like, Greater Madison area is massive. I have not been to Utah. I've heard the national parks are gorgeous. That would be my draw to visit that area. I'm still living pretty close to, where I was born and raised. Might find my way a bit further north at some point, but... just a little more into the woods. Yeah, but the childhood home you're in is beautiful. I've been in a lot of places in this state. There's a lot of gorgeous areas in this state, for sure. Especially the woodsier areas. But I'm biased towards woodsier areas, so, you know, there's that. I like the woods. It's quiet. It smells nice. And there's animals and birds. So anti-mount because you're raised in the flatlands. That's fair. Maybe that's why I'm so pro-woods. Given where I live. Nope, too hard about ticks. That's fair. Just gotta keep an eye out and cover up yourself. Put a bit of deed on. I mean, I've already got one chronic illness. If I get Lyme disease, they'll just cancel out long COVID, right? That's how they work? You get two and it just integer overflows, and then you're healthy again. But science is the only way we'll know. I thought we were pro-science around here. Oh yeah, I've had it going on for a year or so. No, I don't have Lyme. I do have long COVID, though. It sucks. Yes, but not with your health. Fine. If only it will make you all not yell at me. I went through a barrage of testing for fatigue-related reasons, mostly. But pretty much every symptom I had lined up with long COVID. Mainly, headaches, occasional brain fog. Big one for me is, after doing anything physically strenuous, I can get really, really wiped out very quickly, so I have to be actually super careful about that, which sucks. While we were moving, I was actually kind of glad I ended up working the mornings that we did most of the heavy moving, because that kept me from overexerting myself. I don't like not being able to do things. It sucks. Next day wrecked things with fibro? Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard that can present similarly on the chronic fatigue level of things. Big flag for me was gastrointestinal changes. Because part of the problem is a lot of the symptoms overlap with other chronic issues that I have. But that was one that did not. And that was the one that made me kind of refocus what had been going on. But I got to talk to all sorts of specialists and get testing done, and everything came back normal. Actually, I have to send my GP a message about getting the diagnosis for that on my chart officially, just in case. Because that's one that can be a pain to have people actually take you seriously about, especially if you are female or feminine presenting. Also buying a surge protector. Hooray, I've inspired people to protect their electronics. My work here is done. Alright, I'm not always a bad influence. Still think I probably am more often than not, though. It's my superpower? Oh goody. I can sometimes be responsible. Shh, don't let it get out. My image will be ruined. Superpower's eating M&Ms. Oh, that's a good one. Ordered a TV stand for the TV you bought on Black Friday. Nice. Stand came in a 60-pound box. Whoa. It's also 6 feet tall. Whoa. Yeah, I've got a DVD rack and a CD rack I need to build. See how much fits on it and see how many more I need to order. Because they will. Neither of them is likely to hold all of the things they need to hold. Even with collection pruning on both fronts. But you're 84? How long has it been since this place has been cleaned up? Cripes. Shipped it on the bomb rack with cart and jammed it into the apartment. Hey, do what you gotta do. 84 was a good year. You do not remember 84. 84 is before I was born. Not by much. Classical CDs? No, I've got a good handful already. Thank you, though. I've got quite a bit of the artists in particular that interested me. Mostly I have a bunch of Orff and Shostakovich. Love me some Shostakovich. Jefferson would like to make it clear he is talking metaphorically about cleaning up the city, has no intention of getting on his expensively tailored knees and scrubbing the city, or any kind of manual labor for that matter. Truth in fine print. Shasta is my boy. I think it was Symphony number 5, like part 4, that got described as doom-laden, and yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, we cleaned this car. We have Papa Murphy's. Oh no! He's in my kitchen right now. Don't tell him we had Jack's Pizza the other night. Which is, by the way, unequivocally the best frozen pizza, especially when you can get them dirt cheap and stock up. Yeah, you really shouldn't, for a number of ingredients. That is a silly plan. You should grocery shop. Especially while weather is not awful, and then you can save up your having takeout days for when there's snow and it's miserable and you don't want to go anywhere. But what if takeout now? I'm not your dad. You do what you're gonna do. Where are you? That'd be weird. Me leaked like half their users. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I was never for those sorts of websites for a number of reasons, and security of identifiable DNA data is one of them. I don't like biometrics being used to make life easier in general, so, you know. But I'm a curmudgeon. And microwave marshmallows and put nuts on. You have made a salted nut roll, but that is not dinner. I know I'm a curmudgeon. I'll be the first to tell you. That's why I said it. Meal bar and leftovers? Yay, that sounds more like dinner than the DIY salted nut roll. I did eat only cheese and crackers, so that's because I'm sick and nothing sounds appetizing right now. But I will be having dinner after stream. And I never said I was a role model. I'm not a hypocrite. So there. Charcuterie is great. Yeah, pretty much. You should know this by now, KDM. I will suggest better things than the experiences I have had. Dork. Pecan nut fins. I've had some of the almond ones, and they were pretty good. There's also a sweet potato cracker, light, crisp thing that's fabulous. Yeah, gluten-free stuff's expensive. Yeah, make your own crackers. Actually pretty easy, because you can do it by the sheet. Found a decent store for it? That's good. Yeah, it's like doing like granola bars where you can just do a whole sheet at once and then just chop it up. You would burn it? Well, now with that attitude. Tried to make granola, used fresh apples, and it was too wet. Yeah. That tracks. Might actually try to bake stuff once in a while now that we have a big enough kitchen. I'm okay at baking. Cooking frustrates me, because a lot of times it's inexact amounts. Because I come from baking is chemistry, so you need to have the specific ratios and amounts for the science to work properly and the baking to happen. So in cooking, when it's like, about this much, or as much as you'd like, and it's just like, no, I need amounts. I can't handle not specific. I got my mom to actually write down amounts of ingredients for some of her recipes that she would do. I'm more about the decorating than the actual baking anyway, to be honest. Do I want a potato soup recipe? Sure. Potato soup is yummy. Yeah! Was that what you had made when I came over and did grilled cheese? I don't remember. Or no, I think we had tomato soup for that. It was a while ago. I think you had had potato soup a bit before that, and that's why I was thinking about it. Ceiling as a paint. In case anyone was wondering. At least this whole area is kind of big enough and has enough different sections that you can break it up a bit. Like I did the wall and the posters for a while, and did the ceiling for a while. Let's switch it up. That's fair. And now I'm thinking about grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is great. Especially with good cheese. Being where I'm at, good cheese is not that difficult or particularly expensive. In fact, we stocked up when we were in Door County. We stopped at a couple of cheese manufacturing storefronts and stocked up. I got a nice barrel-aged cave cheddar. We picked up some Gouda. I got the cheese spread. It's an aged Asiago. Some other stuff. Those are the only ones I remember off the top of my head. Where can you get fresh curds on their way home? Literally any grocery store or gas station. I don't know, Simon's. I was gonna say Ron's isn't too far out. Renard's is depending on where they're going, might be on the way. I don't know. I think Lamers just does milk. Yeah, I'd have to look. I know there's some in town. Like, Belgioso is in town, I think, but I don't know if they have a, like, factory direct storefront in town. Oh yeah, we are over 50%. How about that? It's not your shit. I went home yesterday. Yeah, I figured. But no, I was thinking about it. It's the Midwest thing, where if you stop into basically anywhere that's a public access front and ask literally any sort of question, they're gonna usually do their darndest to find you the answer and where to go for a thing. Especially if you're anywhere around the stadium. And you see a lot of out-of-town tourists. Like, oh, you're looking for a restaurant? What type of restaurant? Any particular food? Are you on a short time frame? Etc., etc. You know enough local to be able to do meaningful Googling, you'll be fine. Yeah, probably. Alright, so for local restaurants, just tell people if... I usually recommend Kroll's because it's nearby. Otherwise, if that's not what they're looking for, tell them to just go on Oneida Street. That's where all the restaurants are. Ooh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. You found fries? Like, you didn't know you had fries? Hopefully they were frozen and you're baking them, and they're not just like, I moved a couch cushion and found some fries and now I'm eating them? Because that would be concerning. Leftover from yesterday? Oh, okay. That's not so bad then. Yuca fries? Guac mayo? Interesting. Air fried them. Nice. Nice and crispy. I'm so entertained that air fryers are a magical new thing when convection ovens have existed forever and it's the same thing. And I'm glad, because convection cooking is great. It's just entertaining. Repeal your title of inspirational. I'm a chaos gremlin at heart, it's fine. Yep, we got one of those too. That's the kind of all-in-one toastery, convection-y thing. I suspect the air fry is the convection oven setting. I don't think there's much of a difference. It might have a slightly different, like, preset common starting temperature and timer, but air fryer is convection oven, so but people don't know that, so they probably just have them both on there for that reason. We also have a deep fryer, so we can do, like, deep fried chicken and french fries and stuff, which is excellent. Toaster oven is going to be like heating elements, like a toaster is. Convection is more moving hot air around, like you can do in a traditional oven with more of like a setting for that sometimes. Yeah, convection runs a fan, exactly. Thank you for phrasing that way more clearly than I did. Convection is super common in the UK. That makes sense. Especially since you can get them in small units. Oh, that's right, you did go to Ireland. Jelly. I don't know, it can. Free panini? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it probably would have been a big unit then. Stayed in hostels. I don't know if I'd ever stay in a hostel. I don't even want to stay in an Airbnb for a variety of reasons. It was fine. Fine-ish. Tracks are filthy. Wouldn't do it now, and most places don't allow you to use the kitchen, which is the reason you liked them. Got it. Well, I know that's something a lot of times people like Airbnb for, or Verbo for kitchen access, but the lack of regulations on it makes me sketched out by it. Not to mention it ruining housing. It's not guac mayo, it's cilantro mayo? Aw, guac mayo sounded way better. Can't eat cilantro. I was curious about guac mayo, I would try that. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it's the understatement of the of the decade, KDM. We chill here. We chill, and found family is way more meaningful than blood relative family any day of the week anyway. Which isn't to say people can't be both. You can have blood relatives that are also basically found family because you appreciate them, but not out of just an obligation. Wrong? What am I wrong? They aren't found? I can find them pleasant outside of obligations. What? I just meant don't discount your blood relatives necessarily, but don't feel a familial obligation blindly. Was what I was going for. And then I found a dumb semantic justification for it and ran with it. Are you saying it tracks because I'm cleaning tracks right now? Because if so, fair. What does this subway run on? Tar? How is it baked into the floor? Don't worry about it. I worry about a lot of things in this town. I'm trying to figure out why the volcano is such a non-issue for so many people, because there's so much else weirdness going on. suppose more semantically accurate would be like chosen family, because that could be either blood relatives or found family. That would be a more semantically accurate way to describe it. Sometimes I'm pedantic. It's fine. Me too. Words are things. And when language is ever evolving, it makes it tricky. Hooray! Doop-doop-doo. Oh, I missed some rail by doing that. Here we go. We're gonna have another side to do, aren't we? With the same sort of rail mess. Words are hard, it's true. Communication is difficult. Successfully gotten code working to get to Spotify audio features for playlists. Hooray! Working code! Da, 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 da. Closest I got to coding that I enjoyed was in Flash, which is a completely useless skill now. Oh yeah, knowing how to find modules that work and plug them into your own code is an incredibly valuable skill, especially if the modular code is commented and you can figure out what's going on with it easily. Why won't you ding? There. Flash was what made Neopets go, it's true. Action scripting was the Flash language. Was barely coding. It was closer to a real language programming sort of thing. I also did HTML, but that's not code, that's markup. Took a Visual Basic class in high school and hated it. Visual Basic sucked. Oh yeah, I should probably wrap up pretty quick too. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all y'all. Finish up this little section here. A little bit here. Make it nice and easy to pick up next time. Hey, it's nice when you can take a class in high school to learn that things aren't your thing, because then you don't have to pay for them. half of being a web developer is lying about knowing how to be a web developer. That's one of those, like, doing IT support. It's not knowing the answers, it's knowing how to find the correct answers and vet good information. If it's not something you're gonna enjoy, it's not something you're gonna enjoy. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I should stop here. Well, we got like this whole bit over here done, and the stripe in the middle. I still have to hop up and do this part. I'll probably need a ladder for. And then I have all of this side to do. With the rails and all of this. But it is looking much nicer. It is quite shiny. It's very satisfying. Alright. Well, I'm gonna head out. I appreciate y'all. It was a lot of fun chilling. I will be back on Thursday. We're gonna play more of this. Let me see who is on to send y'all off to. Not a ton of people on. Let's go over to... DK's playing Moonlighter. Erica's punching a chunk. Let's go right into Erica. Playing some Minecraft, but it's the just punch a chunk. She's chill. Stick around. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!